Our first program tonight features that fearless fighter with fantastic features, the Topnotch Tangler. One night, years ago, a brilliant scientist from a rich family found herself in the wrong place at the wrong time, or possibly the right place at the right time, depending on your perspective. Pelted with rays no one fully understands, Ms. Kimberly Benson was transformed into the Topnotch Tangler, a superhero who can save the city.
Oh, now you're making me blush.
Along with Kim's boyfriend, Police Commissioner Carl Darling.
I'm proud to hold both positions.
And Lieutenant Smith, Carl's right-hand woman.
Happy to help.
This terrific trio keeps Tipp Town safe from the terrible townies who terrorize it.
I'm here.
Adam Carson, the superhero sidekick known as the Cosmic Comet, who used to be on the team but moved to Century City with his villainous bow.
It's cheese reforming.
Whatever you say. Theme song.
Who's that flying through the sky?
The Topnotch Tangler,
beating senseless the bad guys.
the Topnotch Tangler,
Prettier than an apple pie.
the Topnotch Tangler,
Here she comes, there she goes, bye-bye.
Hey everybody, I'm on the scene. No need anymore to flee or scream. I'm here for you, so have no fear. I'll knock those villains right on their ear.
She's the best, she's really tough. From Tanglers, famous themes and ropes and dust. She's the hero of Tipp Town's dreams, cleaning up our dirty streets.
I'm here for you, so have no fear.
The Topnotch Tangler deserves a cheer.
Hey!
Who's the bestest gal around?
The Topnotch Tangler,
Keeping safe our own Tipp Town.
the Topnotch Tangler,
She'll pound those criminals in the ground.
the Topnotch Tangler,
And turn every kid's frown upside down. There she goes, fighting crime.
I'll do my best to make you proud. Now it's time to disperse the crowd. Thanks everybody. Take care. Get home safe.
There she goes again. The Topnotch Tangler.
Tonight's episode, Hobo with an Oboe. Our story begins at the Cockwood Country Club, where Ms. Kimberly Benson and Commissioner Carl Darling are rubbing elbows with Tipp Town's elite at a gala fundraiser. The city's richest citizens are competing in a scavenger hunt, and the main hall is packed as they arrive with outlandish items from the list.
A goat? Where'd they find a goat in the middle of the city?
I may need to check with animal controls if we see many more of these.
Oh, look out!
Oh, watch out, darling. Watch your head.
Whoa! Do you need a hand with that?
No, thanks. I've got it.
See, I told you this wouldn't be some boring old rich person thing.
Yeah, it's definitely not boring, but still. Shouldn't we be continuing our investigation into Pimmer Labs?
We can't spend all our time on that. Besides, I have a secret identity to maintain.
Well, I'm not exactly comfortable in your business social circles.
Oh, rich people are just like everyone else. Look, we have... Oh, Llewellyn! I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
Oh, it's my fault. I wasn't looking where I was going. Oh, no! My antique marbles are all over the floor. Oh, my grandfather bought those at Selfridge's in London.
That's a tripping hazard.
Whoa!
Carl, you remember Blaine, childhood friend? When we were children, our dads played golf and we played dolls.
Oh, and still too. Oh, there's Mr. Murphy. I've got to talk to him about something important. Good to see you, Kim. Ta-ta.
Bye.
What else is in this scavenger hunt list? The Hope Diamond? The Taj Mahal? Bring in your butler?
Oh, butlers are called house managers now. Anyway, they wouldn't put actual people on the list. We're not... Oh, the last item on the list is a hobo.
A hobo? Is that even a politically correct term?
Kimberly! I'm winning the contest. I brought a hobo.
Another friend of yours?
Oh, Millie Sinclair. She grew up in the next mansion over. Bit of a bully, but she's mostly harmless. I don't know her friend, though.
Millie Sinclair approaches. The man with her is the dictionary definition of a down-on-your-luck derelict. In a crowd of Tipp Town's elegant elite, he stands out like an elephant in an elevator. He wears what was a natty suit when it was new, now scuffed to a tattered, dingy gray. His matted hair, a greasy frame around 4 days' worth of patchy beard. Against his shoulder, he props a long stick with a bandana tied to it, bulging with a few meager possessions. The iconic bindle of the hobo.
Kimberly, I see you found one too.
Oh, this is my fiancé, Carl Darling. He's the police commissioner of Tipp Town.
Well, that's slightly better than a hobo, I guess.
And what is your name, sir?
Who, me?
Yes, I'm Kim. Nice to meet you. And you are?
Who cares what his name is, Kimberly? He's just a hobo.
He's a person. Treat him with some respect.
Don't be silly. Hobos aren't real people.
Do I know you? You look familiar.
I doubt we run in the same social circles, ma'am.
Oh, Kimberly, you crack me up. We'll have plenty of time to chat later. Right now, I have to get him to the judges.
This is just wrong.
Millie makes her way across the crowded room, her hobo following. With Kim and Carl bringing up the rear, they approach the judge of the competition.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Well, now that's just... Come on, man. Can't you see there's a lady and a hobo coming through here? Here we are.
Well, Millie Sinclair. What do you have here?
I have a hobo, and I'm here to claim the prize.
I'll be the judge of that. Young man, let me ask you some questions. What is your present occupation?
Well, I haven't really got one, but I can make a stew out of practically anything.
When was the last time you drew a salary?
Now, is that with a crayon or a marker?
Where is your current address?
Well, I ride the rails as a gentleman of the open road.
Well, I'm satisfied.
If you'll indulge me, Your Honor, I have a song I'd like to perform for you.
Is that a clarinet?
No, it's an oboe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, may I have your attention? It's been over 2 years since I've been in your presence. The experience hasn't grown any more pleasant for me, but hopefully this time it can be more lucrative.
Whoa, this is my jam!
That music. I feel...
Yeah, it's almost hypnotic. I have to fight it. Mustn't succumb to soporific stylings of this sinister song.
Play it again. The entire room begins to slump to the floor. Kimberly Benson, the Topnotch Tangler, is the last to fall. But as she does, the only man standing is the hobo with an oboe. But you can't keep our heroine down for long. As night falls, she's back on the trail of the treacherous transient. We catch up with her and Adam Carson, a.k.a. the Cosmic Comet, at the Tipp Town railway yards.
I'm here, the Topnotch Tangler.
Thanks for coming, Cosmic Comet. Did you bring earplugs?
Absolutely. Gee, Kim, do you really think we'll find the hobo with an oboe here at the rail yards?
This seems like the best starting point, given his lack of address and method of travel.
And no one saw him leave the scavenger hunt?
Nope. The villainous vagrant scurried away, schlepping the spoils since citizens were still sleeping soundly.
This sure is a bad look for Carl. Imagine, a whole crowd of the city's wealthiest citizens get robbed right in front of the commissioner of police, and he does nothing to stop them.
It wasn't his fault. The oboe took $5 million in cash and jewels, as well as Blaine Llewellyn's antique marbles.
Well, I'm happy to help you stop him any way I can.
Thanks, Adam. Oh, here's a group of citizens around a barrel fire. Say, folks, can I ask you a few questions?
You ain't from the Salvation Army, is you?
Check your cataract, Slim. She ain't Sally Ann.
that there's the Topnotch Tangler and the Cosmic Comet.
That's right. Pleased to make your acquaintance, and you are?
You can call me A number one.
She ain't A number one. That's Hotdog Jenkins.
And he's Minnesota Slim. Used to be Minnesota Fats until he got the tapeworm. Over here's Rum Bottle Rogers. He's Boxcar Louisiana Smith. And this here is Legs.
They call me Legs on account I ain't got no legs.
Yes, I see. I was wondering if you could help me find one of your colleagues.
The hobo with an oboe.
Well, now let's see. There's Fiddlin' Joe. Oh, but he played the harmonica.
I once knew a strumpet with a trumpet.
I did a hitch in the hoosegow with a fella they called Rusty Trombone, but I guess that was different.
Wait! I seem to recollect. Did you say an oboe? That's like a straightened out tiny saxophone, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the Sandman. I heard he travels from sea to shining sea, riding the blinds and playing that long-handled harmonica of his.
Well, I ain't seen him, but I heard tell. My buddy Vinegar Vic said he was racing a rattler when suddenly he heard the most haunting sound. Whew, those railroad bulls just laid down and slept like babies. And Vinegar Vic, he sauntered up to the boxcar and stepped aboard like he had a ticket. Easy as you please.
Well, I'm going to need more than tall tales to bring this tricky transient to task for his transgressions.
Do you hear that? I hears it. It's the Sandman.
I hear it too. It seems to come from everywhere and nowhere. Earplugs, Carson.
I'm just gonna lie down here.
That sounds like a good idea.
Uh-oh! Our friend's here falling asleep!
Wait! I see him! Up on the boxcar!
I'll get him! Here he is! Oh, and I took his oboe. He's a hobo with no oboe.
Thanks, Cosmic Comet. Guess we can take these earplugs out now.
Don't get comfortable. The Topnotch Tangler, this is just the intermission.
Give it up, Sandman. I'm here to snuff your scurrilous schemes so sinless citizens can sleep safe.
I can't let you interfere with my plans. I've waited too long to get my revenge.
Wait, what's that in his hand?
The Sandman hits a button on a small remote control, and pre-recorded oboe music blares from nearby speakers. Before the Topnotch Tangler can engage her awesome abilities, she's manhandled by a mountain of mind-bending music.
Can't concentrate. Reality's slipping. I can't see which way.
The Sandman takes advantage of the moment to bolt, but not before adjusting the Topnotch Tangler's leg. The music abruptly ends.
The Topnotch Tangler! There's a train coming!
Get our sleeping friends out of here.
Yes, ma'am. Whew! All safe. Let's go.
My foot's caught in the track. I can't dodge out of the way.
Well, no, let me just...
No, I'm really stuck. If you pull too hard, you'll just rip my foot off. Comet, find a switch and transfer the train to the alternate track.
Well, which switch is it? There's so many.
Hurry, Comet!
These train tracks are confusing. They overlap every which way.
Oh, one chance left. Must use my potent powers to their premium potential!
The Topnotch Tangler!
Yeah.
The Topnotch Tangler. Golly, are you...
Yes, Comet. I managed to save myself. Just barely.
You untangled the Tipp Town railway yard. All the tracks, they're perfectly straight.
Yes. I didn't know I could do that.
It's amazing. Do you need to put it back?
I'll do it later, Carson. Right now, I think I know where the Sandman will strike next. We're off.
Leaving the railway yard behind, the Topnotch Tangler directs Carson out towards Mansion Row, the city's most exclusive enclave.
Wow, I've never been to Mansion Row. I guess they don't have much call for police officers out here.
They have their share of crime, Carson. They just keep it pretty quiet.
A butler answers the door and ushers them right into the study, where a confused Blaine Llewellyn welcomes the Topnotch Tangler and the Cosmic Comet into his home.
The Topnotch Tangler. Hello. Where's Captain Comptroller?
The commissioner told me about the scavenger hunt. I've had run-ins with this baddie before, so I thought I'd see to this myself.
Oh, well, yes, of course. Well, I'm glad you've come, the Topnotch Tangler.
And Cosmic Comet is here, too.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So my powers of untangling the situation indicate that you may know this villain.
Yes, I'm afraid so. We were in the Tipp Town Symphony together. He was insanely jealous when I took principal chair about 2 years ago. He stormed out of the auditorium and threatened all of us. He was raving mad, just like a crazy person. And no one has seen him since. I thought he was a sore loser, but, well, I never dreamt he'd become a criminal.
Did he display any special powers when he was at the symphony?
Well, he never hypnotized the audience, that's for sure. But he wasn't magical, no. I'd say he was competent at best.
Competent? Well, who are you calling competent? You journeyman.
It's the Hobo with an oboe.
Oh.
Okay. This just gets ridiculous every time I say it. It doesn't work. No, it's bad.
I was always better than you, Llewellyn. But I've spent the last 2 years riding the rails, practicing nonstop, and I've honed my craft. I am the greatest oboe player in Tipp Town, and it was all too easy to trick Millie into bringing me in.
Now, I don't get it. Why rob everyone if you only want revenge on me?
Distraction.
Distraction?
Distraction.
Yeah. If we're out looking for him, no one's here protecting you.
But I have quite a large security team.
I'm sure you do, but I bypass them easily. They don't really care about you rich people. You treat everyone who isn't you so poorly.
Now hold on, you were awarded a musical scholarship that eventually landed you in the Tipp Town Symphony. And you dare call me privileged?
I had to work for that scholarship. What did you do?
Enough, you dastardly derelict. I'm here to trounce your tactics of terrorizing Tipp Town with your treacherous tones.
If you truly serve the cause of justice, you'll want to question Blaine Llewellyn. He stole my principal chair with his daddy's money.
Oh, whatever! I won that seat, fair and square!
Care to test your skills in a duel?
What? I'm not warmed up.
Get your oboe. It's you and me, right here for all the marbles.
The Topnotch Tangler, aren't you going to stop this?
There's nothing I can do, Cosmic Comet. It's the code of the symphony. A challenge once issued must be answered.
I've dreamed of this moment.
Fine, okay, you win, Hobo. I confess, my daddy bribed the conductor.
Finally! Well, you both heard it.
But you could have played in any symphony in the world. I had to play in the Tipp Town Symphony, where I could use my family name and connections. Why couldn't you have just gone somewhere else?
Victory and vindication. Now I can return to my old life with all the honor and prestige that's coming to me.
You forgot one thing. You can't play the oboe with a fat lip. Right hook!
Ow! What was that for?
There's still the matter of grand theft and attempted locomotive homicide.
He cleared his name, only to dirty it again.
It's not fair.
And you, Blaine Llewellyn, I'd say your principal chair days are over.
But that's not fair.
Ha! If I brought you down, then it'll all be worth it.
Wow, the Topnotch Tangler, who knew the symphony world could be so cutthroat?
Sin can strike in the most serene settings, Carson, from the city's slums to its soaring symphony halls. But our melodious malefactors must mind my motto. No transgressions, no matter how tiny or how titanic, escape the toils of the Topnotch Tangler.
Alliteration.
The city sleeps safe again tonight, thanks to the Topnotch Tangler.
It's All Been Done Radio Hour, number 406, The Topnotch Tangler, episode 53, Hobo with an Oboe. This episode was written by Tony Goines and directed by Nick Argenbright and starred Miss Kimberly Benson, a.k.a. The Topnotch Tangler, played by Samantha Stark, Commissioner Carl Darling, played by Keith Jackson, Lieutenant Christine Smith, played by Katie Boissoneault, Adam Carson, a.k.a. The Cosmic Comet, played by Joe Morales, the Hobo, played by James Russell, Blaine Llewellyn, played by Nathan Haley, an extra, played by Darren Esler, Millie Sinclair, played by Ashley Collins, the judge, played by Dan Condo, Minnesota Slim, played by Ryan Yohe, and Legs, played by Yanni Clemmons. This episode was narrated by Darren Esler. Our Foley artist was Jerome Wetzel and Foley tech Anna Stiles. Our technical director is Shane Stefanchik. Our musical director is Kristen Green. Theme songs are composed by Nathan Haley with lyrics by Jerome Wetzel. This podcast was edited by Chris Allen. Check out our website at IABDpresents.com. We want to thank both Circle 270 Media, which this podcast is a part of, and Boxland Media, our host performance space. Don't forget to support us at patreon.com/IABD. A mere $2 donation gets you access to past and upcoming live streaming shows, as well as exclusive bloopers and videos. Have a great one.
It's All Been Done presents
Who's Got the Time?